Hi, and welcome to this simple beginners Pilates practice. We're going to do a short but really effective practice, strengthening the whole body, particularly focusing on these deep abdominal muscles. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to come onto all fours. So we're just going to begin by mobilizing the spine. So let's just arch the back, push the ground away. And as we breathe in, just lifting the head, lifting the sitting bones, taking the hips back slightly, lengthening through the spine, and then rounding the back. Feeling that really good stretch between the shoulder blades. So we lift the head, lift the hips, and lengthen the spine. Good, breathing in, rounding the back. And then exhale, reaching back. Good, okay, so let's just check our alignment on the mat. Just placing the hands directly under the shoulders, knees are directly under the hips, and just drawing the navel in slightly so we feel that wrapping of these deep core abdominal muscles as we take a breath in. And then on the exhale, we're extending that right arm forward. We're just going to hold it here for a moment. Just take a breath, and then rotate that arm around. Good. So the left arm comes forward, just holding it here, eyes down towards the mat. So we're lengthening through the back of the neck, and then take the arm up and around, just starting to mobilize the shoulders. Right arm comes up. Take a breath, and then round that arm around. Good. Left arm comes up, hold it here. Just feeling that connection through the core as we just hold this position, and then rotate it around. Good, one more on each side. Right arm comes forward, just extending, reaching through through the fingertips, just feeling that length, and then rounding the arm around. Left arm comes up, holding it here. And then taking it around and placing it down. Good. This time as the right arm comes forward, we're going to extend the opposite leg, just sliding the left leg along the mat, and then lifting that leg and just holding it here. Lower it back down and bring the arm and the knee back through. As the left arm comes up, reaching through those fingertips, finding that length, sliding that right foot along, lifting that leg. Good. Holding it here just for a moment as we take it back down. We're going to do a couple more on each side. So, right arm comes forward, hold it here. Left arm slides and lifts. Finding your stability. And then lower, back down. Left arm comes up. As we extend that right arm, just holding it here for a moment, and then take it back through. Final one on each side. Right arm extends. Left arm, leg even, extends. Hold it here for a moment. Reaching through the fingertips. And slowly float the arm and the leg back down. Final one. Left arm extends. Opposite leg reaches in the opposite direction, feeling that diagonal connection, and then lower, back, down. Well done. Let's take the knees wide, just have a nice stretch here. Sitting back towards the heels. Good. And then we're going to come onto our forearms from here. So coming onto the forearms, just lifting that gaze, so we've still got the length through the back of the neck, and we're just going to find our stability as we extend that right leg, lifting that leg, and then slide it back through, and lift, and take it back through. Good. Just going to do a few here, really activating the leg as it lifts. So it's not a movement, it's an activation. We're not just moving, we're really recruiting those muscles as the leg lifts. Good. This time as the leg lifts, I want you to hold it here and then just give me small lifts up and down. Toes are pointed. Again, just connecting through the center. The abdominals are really working here to stabilize us. Good. A few more. And then we're going to flex the foot. Just notice that difference in how the muscles are activated when we're flexing the foot. Good. And then we're going to alternate. So we're going to point and flex, and point and flex, and point and flex. Good. Nearly done. Just a few more. And then we just have the other side to do. Good. And let's take that leg back through. Extending that left leg away, lifting it up, and sliding that leg back through. And lift. So just bring in some fluidity to this movement. Everything else keeps very stable as much as we can. And as the leg lifts, we're activating the glutes and all the muscles of the leg. Good. Just a couple more. Good. And then hold it here. Give me those tiny little movements up and down. Just checking in that the abdominals are still engaged. Good. A few more here. And then we're going to flex that foot and continue just lifting, just a small lift, up and down. Really working into that leg. Good. And then we're going to alternate. So point and flex, and point and flex, point and flex. Nearly there. Good. Just give me a couple more. Good, and then place that leg back through and just take the knees out to the side. We're going to sit back on the heels and just have a good stretch here. And a nice deep breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to come to a seated position on the mat. And we're just going to roll down to the mat. So just extending the arms forward, rounding the back as we slowly roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, and just placing the hands by your sides, kind of in a V position. I want you to really focus on engaging through the center. So rather than pressing into the hands to keep you stable, I want you to just really see if you can focus on just holding your position with your core. So it's a deep connection through your center. It's a very simple sequence that we're going to do that we're going to layer on, so it gets a little bit more challenging. So we're going to just start by lifting that right leg and placing it down. So just lifting and lowering, just tapping the foot to the mat. And just focus on keeping that neutral spine. So we want to keep the pelvis very stable. We want to keep the lower back in a neutral spine, so we're not arching the back or not flattening the back to the mat. The arms are relaxed. The jaw is relaxed. So the work is really just coming from the core. Good. Just a couple more here. And then placing that foot back down. We're going to we're going to move to the other side. Good. And again, just noticing, what is the pelvis doing? Doesn't want to come up off the mat. Doesn't want to move from side to side. And that connection with our core that keeps the pelvis stable. Good. Okay, just give me two more. And then place that foot back down. We're going to take the right knee up and then the left. Again, coming into a neutral spine, and we're just going to tap that right leg down and alternate with the left. The right knee comes down and the left. Good. So again, a lot more of a challenge here. And even though these are small movements, we're layering the movements and progressively challenging the body, but also the more repetitions we do, the more strengthening happens. Good, a couple more. Good, and then we're taking the knees back to tabletop, spine in neutral, so the right knee comes out and then comes back to centre. And then the left knee comes over to the other side, back to centre. So yeah, the knee doesn't need to come far. Again, we're just focusing on this connection with those deep abdominal muscles, the pelvis, and that stability, that stillness that we can find in our centre. Good. And just give me one more on each side. And then come back to centre. This time we're just going to take the knees out. Toes are together, and we're just going to lower and lift it. Again, you don't need to take the feet down very far. This is a very strong movement for the abdominals, so just go with where your body feels comfortable, where you can still keep that neutral spine, and the strength will come. It comes with practice, it comes with repetition, and it comes with consistency. Good. Give me one more. And let's take the knees together and let's just hug the knees to the chest. Well done. Good work. Let's have a little rock from side to side. And taking hold of the right knee, extending that left knee away. Just drawing that right knee into the chest. Feeling a really good stretch along the outside of that left hip. Stretching into the hip flexors. Just releasing any tension that might be there. And then let's just change sides, extending opposite leg away and just drawing that left knee close to the body. And then taking the foot back down, just taking both knees close to the body. We're just going to take the knees over to the side and then just taking the gaze to the opposite arm and just finding this nice deep rotation into the spine, and just taking a moment here to breathe and centre. As the feet come back and over to the opposite side, taking the gaze over the left shoulder. Taking a nice deep breath in. And exhale, just see if you can just release a little deeper into this. Good, and then bringing the feet back to centre. We're going to take the feet wide and just allow the arms to rest by the side of the body. The right knee comes in as the left knee goes out, and then we're just going to switch sides. So just releasing the lower back and the hips. Really nice release here. Good, and then when you're ready, we're just going to roll onto our sides and come to a seated position on the mat. Well done, I really hope you've enjoyed that. I know I feel so much better for it. Even though a lot of these movements are so simple, they are really effective, and if you just keep doing what you can, where you can, with some consistency, you will really start to notice a difference. So if you enjoyed the workout, please do leave me a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you next time.